like be.
TJ is looking at us. It's like,
Good morning, you guys. Good morning.
Good
Hello,
morning, everybody.
everybody. You
Good
guys,
morning.
we were just talking about the king cake because I went and picked up my cake from
Right.
Grace that came, and I was just telling you, my husband, the very first piece he cut,
Found the
he
baby.
gets the baby, and this is what it looks like. It's a little
Listen,
creepy.
I thought it was going to be Jesus.
Creepy.
I thought I was going to find Jesus in the cake, and I didn't. That's not Jesus.
That's not Jesus.
It's
but
not.
he immediately, like, I cut the first piece. I had the first
You know what
piece,
I'm afraid
and I was
of?
like, no baby.
You know what I'm afraid of right now? I'm going to tell everybody what my fear is, and that is that my husband has already ingested the baby. I'm afraid he did. I'm afraid that he literally
love this so
that
much.
he didn't chew his food properly, and that he has actually ingested, and perhaps he's passed the baby already.
I don't think you would notice if you swallowed this. Like, it's just big enough to swallow.
Sometimes he doesn't chew his food right. You know, Greg.
But I'm saying, like, he would have known if this was traveling down his throat. He would feel this. I'm just saying. He would.
You have not seen him eat like some barbecue. He can put it away. Okay. I mean, that baby may not have even known what hit it. Just right down the gullet. Anyways,
our baby
I'm just
has
saying.
Been found.
Okay, somebody said not all cakes have babies. I feel like maybe our cake doesn't have a baby, you guys.
Wait a minute. I thought that was the whole point.
Because we've been working on it and we only have like a little bit left. I have been, in fact, every time I go to the fridge, my husband's like, "Are you trying to find the baby?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm trying to find the baby. I need some good luck." This has been the worst month. Okay. I've had a really bad month. I need some good luck. And so
what does that mean? If you don't have
it means my year is gonna suck balls. That's what it means. So now
don't
I'm like,
say that. That's not true.
Obsessed
no, that's not true. No, I refuse to believe that is a bad thing. It's probably like the best thing. If you don't have a baby, it's probably even the better thing.
I better get a baby.
I think you're gonna get a baby. Anyway, thank you, Grace.
All cakes have Jesus. I should. I hope I get one. I'm gonna be so upset if my cake doesn't have a baby.
I'm sure it's there. You just haven't gotten to it yet. It's like really just gonna be in the last piece. Right? That's just how it's gonna work for you.
She is the eternal optimist, you guys. All right. Okay, moving along.
Yes, a couple important news stories. The first being that Trump is being allowed back on Meta. So, of course, Meta is the home company of Facebook and Instagram. They've decided that, just like they said when they first banned him, they said this will be reevaluated in 2 years. And 2 years later, they have reevaluated and said, come on back.
Just dumb, arbitrary rules. Stupid rules. Don't you think? For 2 years, we're going to reevaluate and see if the president can come back on this platform. It's just so stupid.
Now, they're still saying, though, that they might be all joink when it comes to, if he wants to run ads or what he wants to put ads on. Like, they're going to be watching him very, very carefully. So, but they also know that he and his team are savvy about what lines not to cross in order to not violate any community guidelines or whatever. So
yeah.
Anyway,
I wonder if he's is he back? Is he actually back on, or is he gonna like make his grand debut?
I don't know.
Something like Kofifi.
I don't know what his like his welcome back post is going to be.
Everybody's going to be waiting with bated breath to see what he says and does. Like on the gram, what's he going to do? It's going to be some great picture of him, like his face.
Well, it might be with the Libs of TikTok chick, because she posted a photo of her down at Mar-a-Lago with him. Really cute picture of the two of them.
I saw that. It was really cute.
She was like, I want this to be his first tweet back. So maybe he'll.
And he actually looked really good in that picture.
He looked great.
I saw that and I thought he looks very healthy and good and happy.
Vibrant.
Right.
Yeah, he looked good.
He did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He looked really good. Mm-hmm. Also wanted to mention that I got an email yesterday that I was so freaking excited about from Locals, you guys. So Locals, if you're a supporter, a member of Locals, you know about that platform. It's the free speech platform. They have finally announced, now it's just in beta, but they're finally making progress on being able to accommodate a live stream like ours, which means that, like, right now, one person can live stream, but because we're not physically together, we've never been able to live stream there because they don't It just doesn't work. But now they're figuring this out. We have even volunteered to be part of their beta testing on this, which means that our local supporters can watch us live instead of having to wait until the live stream is over and then I post the video there. But we might be able to finally start live streaming on locals, which is amazing.
Which means you guys should totally be our local supporters. You guys should do that. And our insiders, the Facebook insiders too. It's really an exciting time. Like you should totally do that. And those are our people. Like those are your people. Those are our people. But locals is like, it's now that they're getting a lot of this, functionality, it's such a great place to go.
Oh, so excited. I texted all of you yesterday. I was like, oh my God, it's finally happening.
Yeah, it is happening.
So freaking excited.
You should check it. If you haven't checked it out, you should totally check it out. You should do that.
You should also check out our friends at genucell.com/chicks, especially because of this amazing product. Oh, you can't. Yeah, there you go. The Microbiome Shield. This is their probiotic moisturizer. Can you see that?
I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. Just step away from the camera. There you go.
Sorry. Anyway, this is their newest and greatest product. Amazing moisturizer. Just feels like a non-greasy butter. You're putting it on your, and it just, your skin just drinks it right up. This is great. Daisy uses this in the morning. You can use it any old time you want. It is just delicious. It is delicious. And that is also something that they're sending you if you order their most popular package at genucell.com/chicks. If you use code chicks at checkout, you're going to get an extra 10% off your whole order. I just tried also, by the way, because this is one of my things. I just have like lines. You see how I've always had these lines right here? I don't like them. And so I'm going to try.
Throat, but okay.
I'm going to try. They have a crepey skin repair for chest and neck. I'm going to try this and see if I like it, because that's always been a thing. And I've not, I've used their regular moisturizer and stuff on my throat, but I'm looking for some serious moisturization in that area. So I'm going to be trying that. Anyway, genucell.com/chicks.
My God, you guys, we have so much to talk about today.
Oh my God. Couple quick headlines before we get into the videos. And that is yesterday that we were making fun of Google. We were making fun of that chick at Google, right? Who posted a video about how amazing it is to be at Google. And then she's showing all the different restaurants
and the masseuse
perks and the masseuse.
All the masseuse. Yeah.
I do think it is masseuses, but
we call them masseuse. It's all the masseuse.
And we were even speculating now, because at the end of that video, of course, she got let go of her job. And there's a whole bunch of TikToks like that, I guess.
And people crying, so many people crying because they don't have access to the masseuse.
And so the good thing is that I'm not trying to make fun of somebody else's.
No, it's terrible. Terrible.
27 masseuse were actually let go. We were speculating about that. Did they let any of the masseuse go? And 27. And that's just a few of them. There's a whole bunch of masseuse.
Listen, how could you have 27 masseuses?
Masseurs?
I don't even know what that word is, because I've never had that. But 27 massage therapists were let go, meaning that there are still some there, meaning that they have a crap ton of massage therapists at Google.
So many.
That you probably can use for free. Can you imagine having that at your place of business? I'm just going to schedule a massage at 12:30 in between my meetings in the pod.
In between all of the eating that people do on the regular.
That's between the crate pod and the meditation pod. I'm going to schedule a massage. It's good Lord.
It's incredible.
I can't with these people. It's a whole different world.
Massage therapist people. We prefer to say masseuse.
Yeah, masseuse. It's that's what we use here is masseuse. Everybody get with the program.
Oh my gosh. So anyway, I thought that was just an interesting follow-up to our discussion.
I say that's a really great question. I wonder if they get happy endings with those.
That I don't know.
It's just a question. I'm just putting it out there.
It is a question. Also, is today Wednesday or today's Thursday?
Today's Thursday.
Right? Okay, so yesterday, downward slope, as you like to say. Yes. But yesterday was the first day of the Republican National Committee getting together at some fancy frou-frou resort that, of course, Ronna McDaniel picked out.
And we're paying for.
of course we are, that we can begin to find out who's going to be the next chair. They're going to start their voting process for the next chair. And and immediately Harmeet, who wants her position, was saying, I would have never booked this swank of a resort because this is a freaking waste of money, which is the whole problem with Ronna McDaniel. And so this is all started yesterday. We're going to see how this vote shakes out. But it seems very, very, like the RNC itself seems very establishment-y to me. So I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like she's going to win again.
Why?
I just do. I just think that that's a thing. Yeah, I just do.
Yeah, great. This is great. So we'll get more of the same.
Yeah. So anyway, that's happening. And then, of course, the big news from yesterday was Joe Biden's announcement about the Abrams tanks that he is sending over to Ukraine, which immediately made me like just conjure up an image of Stacey Abrams' face on tanks.
Me too. Totally did for me too. I was like, what about Stacey Abrams? What is she running for again? What is she going to lose at again? What? That's exactly what I thought too.
So here is Biden making his big fat announcement.
Today, I'm announcing that the United States will be sending 31 Abrams tanks to Ukraine, the equivalent of 1 Ukrainian battalion. Secretary Austin has recommended this step because it will enhance the Ukraine's capacity to defend its territory and achieve its strategic objectives.
You can't read. It's equivalent of what, like $41 billion? How many billions of dollars is this?
I think I saw 30. I could be undercutting it though.
Okay. I thought it was like, yeah, it's tens of billions of dollars that we're spending again. And meanwhile, our country is in shambles. We're falling apart. And they keep sending money to this guy in Ukraine because
and listen, I get, I understand the arguments on both sides of helping Ukraine. I just don't understand why there's no accounting of it. Why do we not monitor how this money is being spent? That's my issue. And I know that that's Tucker's issue as well. And this is what he was like criticizing Mike Pompeo about last night. Here's what he said.
Listing one of the most corrupt governments in the world. Several senior officials in Ukraine, including the deputy defense minister and the top prosecutor, have resigned because they were too corrupt even for Zelensky. Now, where'd all that money come from? It's a country at war. It's been at war for almost a year. Well, the money came from us because Congress has never audited the money, the billions in your tax dollars sent to Ukraine. This is nuts, but no one in Washington seems to care. Now, we hate to pick on former CIA Director Mike Pompeo. He's a nice enough guy. But it's hard to resist responding to this. Here's Pompeo telling us that you have a moral obligation to give Zelensky everything he wants.
We should be helping America. And helping America means a sovereign nation that is prepared to defend itself from an invasion and an attack where civilians are being killed by Vladimir Putin is in America's best interest for our economy, for our security. We should be doing everything the Ukrainians are asking us to do.
Okay. We should do everything the most corrupt government in Europe wants us to do. Everything, because that's good for America. Really? That's the most important thing we can do for America? And we don't mean to beat up on poor Mike Pompeo. But, I mean, are you serious? What about the armies of drug zombies smoking fentanyl in every major city? Should we do something like that?
Yeah. And then he showed a picture of like what's happening in San Francisco. I mean, this is the thing. It's like these people don't pay attention to what's happening in our own country. It's like they don't give a crap. And they just turn to, because they don't have to, right? Because they live in these swank neighborhoods. And so they don't have to live with the riffraff. I mean, I like Mike Pompeo too. I really do.
Yeah.
But this is the kind of stuff that we have to pay attention to when these people start running for president in 2024. We have to start paying attention to this stuff and their policies on this stuff. Because
how is this a big ask to actually get an accounting of how our money, which we could definitely use here at home, is being spent? I feel like this is not a big ask, and it's just not asked. And the worst headline that I saw about this war yesterday is that Putin apparently is in the midst of negotiating with the Taliban in Afghanistan to get our weapons that Joe Biden was idiotic enough to leave behind in his leaving of Afghanistan, like the rushed pullout of Afghanistan. Jeez. And so I'm just like, oh, great. That's fantastic. So Putin's going to get his hands on our weapons. Yeah, I mean, that's
great. Yeah. So we've supplied Ukraine with weapons and we've supplied Putin with weapons. Great.
Yeah.
Yay! Look at us go.
Did you see too that Zelensky's wife like, I don't know if it was his birthday or they had an anniversary or whatever yesterday, but on Instagram, she posted like this super gorgeous photo of the two of them and like put this tribute to him about how she wishes he would smile more and like it's a hard time for them, but like he's the best husband ever. And I was just thinking to myself how odd it is for her to be posting on Instagram this message of love to her husband in the middle of a war. Like there's something just weird about that. Is it just me? Because I just feel like that's weird.
No, it is. It's totally weird. It's like that she's on social media at all in the middle of a war. You know?
I don't.
Yeah, go shopping. Like with some of our money or something.
Oh
I'm so irritated about the whole thing. It's like, because I just wish for once that some of our leaders would worry about us first, because we're broke. We are broke. Like we've hit it. We've hit the ceiling. We're broke and our country is literally falling apart. And these people don't care. They care about all these other countries first. And they preach to us about moral obligation. You can suck it. It's like, don't talk to me about morals. How dare you talk to me about morals? You're taking my money. You're stealing my money. Like literally taking 30% of it. And then you're spending it on all these other people when my community is falling apart. My community, your community is fine because you live in a gated community and then you bitch to me about walls, you know, but my community is falling apart. Suck it. Yeah. Anyway, so we probably should, I need to mention too that we talked to Sydney Watson this week. You guys need to check out our deep dive. It's coming out on Saturday, I think.
Yes.
Day after tomorrow. She's awesome. She's really great. If you want to see somebody who's younger and is sort of anti-feminist, she's really great. If you've never heard of Sydney Watson, check out our deep dive this weekend. If you have heard of Sydney Watson, you're going to love the conversation we had with her, but definitely check that out when it drops on Saturday.
Yeah. Yes. We have got to talk about the 3 whining idiots from Democrats that just got, because remember yesterday we played Kevin McCarthy talking about how he's not letting Adam Schiff or Eric Swalwell back on the Intelligence Committee, and he's not letting Ilhan Omar on the Foreign Relations Committee. And Kevin, we were talking about how proud we were of Kevin McCarthy, right? Like this was a big deal. So I've made a montage of the 3 of them. Yes, balls. I made a montage of the 3 of them. They are going to absolutely be in our faces for as long as they possibly can, whining about this. So before I show that to you, let me just remind you too, that if you are a person like we are, who does not get your daily requirement of fruits and veggies, you guys, we have the answer. It's this. Field of Greens. If you have never tried Field of Greens, like this is the green superfood sort of powder. This has the full spectrum of all your essential fruits and vegetables, plus like science-backed probiotics and all sorts of other goodness that you probably are missing out because you're eating a lot of processed foods. Maybe I'm projecting. But I know that it's hard to get the daily requirement of fruits and veggies. This is your answer. It is delicious. You mix this in water, 8 ounces of water, a capful. Not a capful, I'm sorry. A scoopful. There's a scoop included. A scoopful and 8 ounces of water. You shake it up and it's good. It's actually delicious, to the point where I had to back off because I was like finding myself in the bathroom a lot when I was drinking these too much. I was like completely overdosing on this stuff, you guys. It's so good. But that's the thing. It's Field of Greens. It's delicious and so good for you. And because they're a new sponsor, we've been able to get you all a discount code. If you go to fieldofgreens.com and you use code CHICKS, you'll get 15% off your first order, and then another additional 10% off if you choose a subscription order, so that you stay regularly taking your Field of Greens. Just don't overdo it, is what I'm saying, because you can't. Oh my God, it's so good. And if you're not a good water drinker, like if you just don't like drinking water, this makes you feel like you're not, like you're drinking something delicious. It's a delicious fruit drink. Fieldofgreens.com. Check it out. All right. You ready for some geez. Did you see that?
No. What happened? Did you lose it?
I lost all the videos again, you guys.
Oh my God.
Why does this happen?
Okay. What do we have to do? What do we have to do?
I'm gonna have to. You guys don't see the flash that happens to me when I'm like right when I'm about to play you a video. Everything will turn black. That's what I see on my end. You probably don't see it there.
I did see a flash.
You did?
I saw like a flash of light. Oh my God.
Oh
Why
my
does
God.
that happen? Why does it happen?
Know. I don't know, but I'm going to have to load everything again. So while I do that, I can also kind of just tell you about a funny other headline that I thought we would mention. Did you hear about the whole Chelsea Handler thing with the sun and the moon? Did you hear about this?
I did hear about that. Yeah. Where she didn't realize that they were two separate things.
Oh my God.
She was what, 40 years old before she realized that they were two separate things. Yeah. And then she has the audacity to tell us about vaccines or science at all. Yeah.
Well, and so I thought that was bad enough. And in fact, when I told my husband about it the other day, I was like, honey, Chelsea Handler legit thought that because you don't see the sun and the moon at the same time, generally, that it's just one thing. He didn't believe me. He was like, there's no way that that's true.
You're way. There is a way.
He said, you're absolutely making that up. And I was like, no, I promise you, that is how dumb she actually is. And what was more amazing is that she didn't care that people knew she was that dumb.
Oh, she thought it was funny. She thought that was a really funny thing. And I'm going to share it on a talk show. And so she did.
But then yesterday, it became worse because then yesterday she admitted on a whole different talk show that she is, that drug that's like for pre-diabetics, that Ozempic, like the injection that everybody's taking now to lose weight.
Ozempic.
Yeah, that one,
Yeah,
and there's like other names. There's like Wegovy. There's like a whole bunch of other names for it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so a bunch of celebrities apparently are taking it for weight loss,
which is
just
not
even
okay.
For 5 pounds.
It's not okay though, you guys, because you shouldn't be. I mean, listen, those are because my husband used to work. I mean, he used to work in a diabetes group at a pharmaceutical company, and so he knows about these drugs. There's an indication that if you take those drugs, you take it because you are like a type 2 diabetic, and you have to be overweight to take those drugs. Like you have to have a certain amount of body fat to take.
Unless you're a celebrity.
Right. Exactly. Unless you have privilege and you can take that. Like, that's not okay. It's not good to take those drugs if you are, like maybe 20 pounds overweight. That's not a good thing to do. Like, that's not a good habit to get into. It's not good.
And there's TikTokers who are talking about like something happens to their faces where they age really, really bad when they're on it, like for weight loss.
That's not okay.
It's bad. And so Chelsea Handler, you guys, admitted on this talk show that she didn't know she was on it. It's a freaking weekly injection. And she just thought, she said this out loud. This isn't me making it up. She told the interviewer that her doctor, prescribes her all kinds of things. And so she just thought it was she didn't even know what, but she just trusted her doctor when she said, oh, I'm having weight gain and whatever other symptom of this and that. And so her doctor said, here, take this. She didn't know what it was for.
And it's injected. And
she has to do a weekly injection. She had no idea that's what she was on. That's how idiotic that woman is. And she's fine, apparently, with everybody knowing that she's that idiotic.
God, unbelievable. Anyway. Yeah, that's crazy.
Anyway.
I mean, listen, and then she'll lecture you on your health. Just stop listening. Stop listening to any of these people about anything when it comes to politics, when it comes to anything, health, all of it. Tom Hanks, all these people, all of them.
They don't know. They don't know. Okay, let's get to my little montage because I'm very proud of this. So as we said,
are we good? You're loaded.
Yeah, I have everything loaded again. So as long as I don't black out, we should be good. So Adam Schiff, my favorite thing. So they all got up and like did a presser yesterday when it was official, when Kevin McCarthy was like, no, you guys don't get to come back on these committees. You can play on other committees. We'll give you some other committees, not these. These are too important. No. So they all three got together and they all whined in front of the press corps and it was ridiculous. And so I have a little clip of Ilhan Omar, I think she's first, where she basically says that not allowing her to be on the Foreign Relations Committee is a threat to our national security.
Oh my God.
Come on. And then there's Swalwell trying to be all tough guy saying, oh yeah, well, McCarthy's going to be sorry because now we have all this new time on our hands. But the best part, the finale, is that Adam Schiff has created a TikTok specifically to bitch and moan about this and to try to raise money.
It was my favorite.
Here's the montage. Enjoy.
Kevin McCarthy's purely partisan move to strip us from our committee is not only a political stunt, but also a blow to the integrity of our democratic institution and threat to our national security.
Even though we have said publicly these smears are bringing death threats, he continues to do it, which makes us believe that there's an intent behind it. But we will not be quiet. We're not going away. I think he'll regret giving all three of us more time on our hands.
Wait for the gas. Wait for it.
Hello, I'm Congressman Adam Schiff with some troubling news. Today, Kevin McCarthy removed me from the House Intelligence Committee, all for doing my job, for holding Trump accountable and standing up to the extreme MAGA Republicans.
He has makeup on. There's makeup.
We knew it would be bad when the Republicans took over, but it's far worse than we expected. But I can promise you this is not the end of my fight for our democracy. This is just the beginning. Please join us and contribute today.
Contribute?
I'm not contribute. Nobody's going to contribute to you. I swear he had blush on. Did he not have blush on? Did he not? He had like some base. Did he not? Was it just me? A little concealer, little bit of blush, a little bit of
bronzer, maybe.
I think we just got something, Mom.
We did. And this is a great point. Thank you, Tanya. Tanya says, my aunt is a diabetic and can't get her meds because so many people are using it for weight loss. My husband was just telling me the same exact thing, that this has become so ridiculous and so overprescribed for people who don't actually need it. The people who do legit need it can't get it.
Right.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. Because it's one thing to have an indication for weight loss, but like when people who are like, I need it because I'm 15 pounds overweight. No, you don't. No, you don't. Get off your ass, and move a little bit and then maybe put the Twinkie down and let these people who have diabetes actually get their freaking drug, Yeah. That irritates me. I'm so sorry.
Yikes. Okay. So yesterday we played Morning Joe talking about how, dang it, he wishes he would have gotten that fourth booster because otherwise maybe he wouldn't have been sick for 3 months or 4 months or whatever with COVID, because of course we know that the actual shot doesn't help you not get COVID. And so he got mad because there was so much backlash against him on that video. People were making fun of him so hard. So he pushed back on his show yesterday, and his idiotic wife, who just sits there like some sort of a lump, was there next to him just nodding along. And so we're not going to play this whole thing because it's way too long, but just to give you an example, just look at her face while he goes off.
Are from anti-vaxxers. And now let me say something about anti-vaxxers. I felt really sorry for anti-vaxxers and their children when they were left-wing freaks.
Really?
And I feel really sorry for anti-vaxxers and their children now that they're right-wing freaks. These people the conspiracy theories are so bizarre.
Yeah.
They're ignoring science.
Yeah. And
these are people
denying themselves the right to health.
Well, and not only that, we're starting to see all of these old diseases that we beat, that science beat, that medicine beat, starting to come back because these freaks spread misinformation.
He used the word freaks like 4 times. He's in that whole, it was a rant. He goes on and on on. And it's definitely a site. Now, first of all, the new boosters, they don't really protect you. And the CDC data actually says that. So the updated shots, they're like 48% effective at stopping symptomatic infection caused by I guess it's the XBB.1.5 variant. And it's up to 3 months. So there's that. So the booster will help with I don't know, hospitalization and death. This is what they say. So he's wrong about that. And then on top of that, somebody needs to do a check on Mika to make sure that she's okay, because she doesn't talk anymore. I'm a little worried about her. Am I the only one? Because she sits there during the entire segment, and any segment that I will look at, like when we pull clips for the show, every segment from Morning Joe that I look at, when she's in it, she's just sitting there shuffling papers. She's looking down. She looks
Smirking.
I'm a little worried about her. I think somebody needs to do a welfare check on Mika.
I could not be less worried about her.
The feminists should be worried about Mika because she has become increasingly silent. Is it just me?
Maybe she's just tired
of him
and his talking with him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
God.
What's going to happen if they don't last? What's going to happen to this show? It's going to be awkward, man.
Man, that woman, it's like she looks like she's about ready to just walk into a field and just, you know what I mean? Into the nothingness. She just looks like she's done, you know, like she's about to check out. She's just a lot of this.
She does look uncomfortable. Definitely.
Yeah.
I want to completely switching gears because I have to share this hilarious video. So this just gives you a little example, a little taste of the kind of people that Joe Biden nominates for the judicial branch, right? Okay, so this is a judicial court nominee of Joe Biden's. She's going through the normal hearing process with the Senate. They're like, you know, asking her all the questions, making sure she's a fit to be part of the judiciary. Here is how dumb his nominees are. This is going to blow you away.
Judge on the far end. Tell me what Article 5 of the Constitution does.
Article 5 is not coming to mind at the moment.
Okay. How about Article 2?
Neither is Article 2.
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Do you know what purposivism is?
I'm so uncomfortable.
Oh, God. In my 12 years as an assistant attorney general and my 9 years serving as a judge, I was not faced with that precise question. We are the highest trial court in Washington state, so I'm frequently faced with issues that I'm not familiar with, and I thoroughly review the law, research, and apply the law to the facts presented to me.
Well, you're going to be faced with it if you're confirmed. I can assure you of that.
She's like, the law? What? Like it's hard? What? I know.
I mean, you guys. What?
This. Oh God.
This is like imagine if they nominated doctors, right? And someone was like, "Can you explain what the spleen does?"
Right.
They're
like, what's
just like,
what's the spleen? I didn't have that on the test. I wasn't told I wasn't supposed to study for that.
I mean, seriously, what is going on? Anyway, so I wanted to share that.
World. This is our world.
It is. This is our world for sure. I also wanted to share the fact we should mention before I forget, because I don't have the video. It's way too long to play. But you guys, please, please, please make sure that you're checking out. It's on our website. You can look there. Project Veritas did another video last night. They did an undercover video with a director of research and development at Pfizer who admits on camera openly that they are toying around with the idea of essentially doing their own gain of function and creating mutations of the COVID virus so that they can then preemptively create vaccines. Like it's freaking insane what is uncovered on this video. Please watch it after the show, of course.
That's neat.
But please watch it.
Isn't that neat? People just twirling their mustaches.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, this create
is
viruses.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
And he even says on camera, he's like, you know, it's really great for Pfizer. Not so great for the American people. Not so great for the public because they might get super sick, but like it's a real moneymaker.
Unfreaking believable with these people.
Wow.
Unreal.
Wow. Anyway, also, you guys remember Me Too, the whole Me Too movement, the whole Time's Up organization that was created as part of the Me Too movement. Ashley Judd, who you know I hate with the fury of a billion suns, she was a huge part of not only the Me Too movement and like bringing out the whole Harvey Weinstein story, but then obviously a part of Time's Up. Super proud of it, like super invested in it, all of that.
She's a very nasty woman. Remember?
Very nasty woman.
Remember? Yeah.
Well, now I'm going to show you a clip from Megyn Kelly's show. Megyn Kelly has an update about Time's Up. That organization is literally crumbling apart, and Megyn is furious, and rightly so. This is amazing. Watch.
The organization is halting its operations, is giving the paltry amount, like $1.7 million it has left to its legal defense fund. And none of those actresses came out when this organization was imploding. Why? Because when Andrew Cuomo got accused, they sided with him. They advised him behind the scenes. And then Chen initially discouraged other Time's Up leaders from commenting publicly on the allegations being brought against him by Lindsey Boylan and others. They sided with him because he's a Democrat. You and I both know it. And it wasn't just this incident. It was when Tara Reid came out and accused Joe Biden, and she went to Time's Up, and Anita Dunn, who's running Biden's communication, was running their communication. And suddenly Time's Up didn't have the time to help Tara Reid in her quest against who? Another Democrat. They were the Believe All Women crew. They crushed Brett Kavanaugh with allegations that were laughable from people like Julie Swetnick. And they did this to themselves. And I want to hear those actresses come out and say they're sorry and that they'll fund a new organization that gets back to mission focus of helping anyone, whether they're accusing a Democrat or a Republican who has been harassed at the office. Otherwise, they can pound sand. I wouldn't take their money and I wouldn't have the association with them. I'm fired up about this because it had a good cause. It could have helped a lot of people. And instead, they went partisan. And that's why they imploded.
Good for her.
I love her.
You get up, Megan. Get up.
So good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So freaking good.
Yep.
Also, I'm going to show a video which you discovered before today's show that this is real. This is not a meme. This is not.
Thought it was a meme, you guys. I saw it yesterday and I was like, oh, that's not real. And I just move along. Move along, brain. I honestly thought it was not real. There's no way.
So if you too, like Daisy, saw a still photograph of Kylie Jenner wearing a lion dress and thought, oh, that's photoshopped or whatever.
I didn't think it was real. This is our world.
This is fashion. This is fashion right here.
And the people all sitting together. What a freak show.
That is a gigantic lion head.
But who's the chick in the red? What's that?
I forget. I know it's somebody. I just don't remember who it is. But these are real outfits.
Oh my God. These people are stupid. They look ridiculous. Is she taking a picture of herself?
Yes, she's doing a selfie with whoever that woman is next to her. She's probably making a little video or whatever.
Oh my God, she's stupid. Look at her shoes.
Oh, somebody's saying it's Doja Cat in the red.
Doja Cat is in the red?
Yeah.
That's just the dumbest outfit ever. She looks am I wrong? I can't be wrong about this.
No, you're not wrong.
Somebody's asking, where's Peta? Yeah, Kim, where is Peta?
Well, I think they were very mad. I think they were probably pretty mad because they get mad about everything.
Yeah,
and
but
so
how
definitely
mad?
They would have gotten mad.
Where are the people with the red paint? Oh, that's right. They got it all over Doja Cat. Sorry, I cracked myself up. Oh, God, this world. And then yet I can't find the baby in my cake. I mean, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I'm not wearing that stupid outfit.
You're going to get the baby. I know it. You're going to get that baby today.
I mean, there's like one sliver left. There's no baby.
That baby is in that sliver. That baby is like,
you guys
it's
pray
coming
for
for
me.
you.
I don't ever ask for prayers. Okay, I don't. It's been a month. Okay. Somebody said, I believe it's a Balenciaga. It's a Balenci gross. It's a Balenci stupid is what it is. I'm so sick of these stupid people running the world.
Oh my God.
And she's a billionaire. She is a billionaire.
Yeah. For real. Which was why she can afford a lion head dress.
We have to move on.
Well, remind me, because now I don't even remember why we were talking about China Phillips. Like, how did that discussion even happen?
I think it was because we were talking about Alec Baldwin. Because remember, he was finally arrested for shooting that woman because, I don't know, it happened, a year ago? He basically killed a woman. And we were like, oh, it's nice that he finally got arrested for shooting and killing a woman where the rest of us would have already been rotting in jail. And so he finally was, I guess, put in handcuffs and he's taken to some sort of facility where, as he should be. And I don't know how, but we got into the conversation of that, like that whole family is kind of weird. And I don't know. I think we at some point saying, hold on for one more day. Yeah. And then
because she's married to Billy. China Phillips is married to Billy Baldwin.
Right.
Who does he do things
anymore?
No,
not anymore. I mean, I think he did movies, but then he got bloated like the rest of them. And then he just stopped doing movies. Like at some point, all of the Baldwin brothers bloat, and then they just stop doing movies. And so he was one of them. And she was in Wilson Phillips, and and then she did this weird.
Right. So she's on TikTok now, and this was probably, I want to say at least a year ago, where she took off on TikTok because she's become very, very devout Christian, like super into her faith. And she appeared on The Family Feud. And I don't know when the appearance was, but she was like the chick that goes and like tries to guess the words behind her, the final round or whatever. And before they went to that round, she said, wait a second, Steve Harvey, just you wait 1 second. I got to do something. And what she did went so viral on TikTok that it was made fun of forever. And Daisy had not seen it. So I made it my mission yesterday. I was like, oh my God, I got to find this video because it's unlike anything you've ever seen.
I'd heard it, but I'd not seen it. I'd heard it, but I've always wanted to see the video. And so,
And so if there's others out there that haven't seen it, please enjoy.
Hold on.
Okay.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh, no.
Holy Spirit,
no. Oh, no.
activate. Holy Spirit, activate. 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 All right, let's go.
11 years, it's never happened before.
Right, exactly.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit,
activate.
I said, okay.
There you go.
It was so bizarre. So bizarre.
Yeah.
So
California, man. California. The land of fruits and nuts right there. Fruits and nuts, everybody.
Okay. Totally freaked out by your whack today. Go.
Okay. First, you guys need to go to our website, chicksontheright.com. Make sure you're going there every single day. I forget. What is my whack? I sent it to you. I totally forget.
It's about Shein.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. Is that what you call it? Shein?
Isn't that right?
I don't know. I call it Shein. You guys
Shein?
ever order anything from Shein? Do you guys ever order anything from that weird China site?
I don't order because it's China, and I don't order shit from China if I can help it.
Right. It's that there's that site where you can order really cheap clothes, like shirts for $7. Shein. If you guys ever
is it Shein?
I don't know. Shein.
Shein.
Yeah, people are saying Shein.
Some people are saying Shein.
Yeah. Anyways, if you've ever ordered anything from Shein, buyer beware. Because
this is the freakiest thing I've ever seen.
This is whack. This chick ordered something from Shein and she got a note in her order.
Let me just show it to you. Can you see that?
You are going to die in this suit. I mean,
what?
If I got that from China, I would be completely freaked out. Somebody, it's like a fortune. Isn't that crazy?
What? And so would you ever wear whatever that came with?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I know that like it's just somebody putting that in there. But why? I mean, that's just nuts.
Well, crazy? Yeah, it's somebody putting it in there, which is terrifying.
Yeah, their clothes suck. I know their clothes they're crappy clothes, right? But still,
you can get like an entire wardrobe for about 17 cents. That's
really,
why people buy
literally
it,
it's like
right?
$17. I mean, you're not kidding when you say you can get an entire wardrobe for $17. And usually it's a lot of college girls that probably order their clothes there because they can just get a bunch of crappy clothes and But anyways, that's the moon. The moon and the sun are exactly the same, you guys.
I don't know if you guys knew that was just one thing.
Exactly the same. Yeah.
Oh
so anyway,
gosh.
that happened in China. They don't, just maybe not get Chinese stuff.
I would be completely well, there were rumors forever about like people getting notes saying, help me. Like all these Chinese slaves that were putting all these clothes together were trying to send like, please help us. And then all the retailers shot that down and they were like, no. Anytime you saw, this is my favorite excuse. They were like, no, anytime you saw a note that said, I need your help, it just meant that the clothes needed you to add fabric softener.
Oh my God. Nice. Nice spin. What that meant. Okay. It's a really nice spin. No. And now people are like sending death threats. These Chinese people are sending death threats. That's nice. It's lovely.
It's
maybe just buy American. Maybe we could just buy more American stuff. That would be great. Yeah.
Just don't purposely buy from China. I know almost everything we consume is from China, but just don't like purposely do it, right?
Right.
Like don't purposely help.
Don't order from this Chinese company. It's called Something Wong. Right.
Now, see, somebody's saying it's pronounced shine. Okay, you know
Really?
what? Until
I don't
like
know.
an actual person from that company says how it is pronounced, I'm not
Exactly.
believing
And I
anybody.
doubt anybody from that company is going to come on the show and tell us. So
Nor are they invited. So
exactly.
All right, it is time for some My Pillow talks. My Pillow, of course, brought to you by, or My Pillow talks brought to you, of course, by mypillow.com/chicks, where you can get a twin set of sheets for your college kid or your teenager or your kid, whatever. Or maybe you just like sleeping in a single bed. I don't know. But if you have a twin size bed that you need sheets for, now is the time.
You know who needs that? Mika. She needs that for her twin bed in the other room to get away from Joe. God bless her.
She totally does. Somebody send a set of Giza Dream sheets to Mika.
Yeah, somebody buy her some twin sheets.
It's less than $30 right now, a set of sheets for your twin size bed. mypillow.com/chicks. Oh my gosh, you know what I discovered today? So remember, we've shown this. I'm going to show a couple videos that I know I've shown before months and months ago of this hilarious, precious little dude. I found out who he is today. I had no idea. And I'm going to tell you as soon as I remind you who he is, of who he is.
Oh, I love springtime. It's definitely my favorite time of year. Mm-hmm. But I get seasonal allergies, which is tough because I have these sneezing fits that last like 2 to 3 minutes, which is too long, don't you think, for something to last? Don't you think 2 minutes is way too long? I want things to last shorter. When you agree, like 15, 30 seconds maximum, I think is a good amount of time. What's your opinion on that?
Okay, so there's
that guy
one.
Is so cute.
I love him so much. And then there's this one.
Yeah, no, I'm glad we're doing this too. Totally. I mean, it's so nice to finally get some sun, you know? It's like, I was so sick of the rain. You know, it'd always leave those puddles, those like 2 to 3 inch deep puddles, which is a lot. That's a lot of depth, wouldn't you say? What do you think about that in terms of a measurement, 2 to 3 inches, like in terms of depth of the puddle, or like length of anything?
Okay, so I thought he was just this cute little dude on TikTok, right? Like, I love his videos. He's hilarious. I had no idea who he was until I happened to see an article on the Daily Mail about this other dude that's in a Netflix show called Sex with College Girls or something like that. There's a series on Netflix about sex in the lives of college girls, or I'm paraphrasing because I don't obviously watch it or know what it's about. But anyway, a guy in that show is named something Hall, okay? And it's Julia Louis-Dreyfus's son with Brad Hall.
Oh my
and
gosh.
That is also her son. That is Julia Louis-Dreyfus's kid.
This kid is Julia Louis-Dreyfus's son?
Yes.
This kid
is Charlie Hall. It's Charlie Hall, and his brother is in a new Netflix show, or like a season 2 Netflix show. But this guy is also like a legit actor. He's also been in things. Sex Lives of College Girls.
So that kid is Julia Louis-Dreyfus's and Brad Hall's kid.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I had no idea.
Yeah,
no
he's
idea.
A cutie. I mean, it makes
Isn't
sense.
He precious?
It totally makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like now that you know, and then you see him, you're like,
Makes
okay.
complete
And his
sense.
brother is precious too. Like they're both precious.
Yeah.
So anyway, I feel like I just didn't want to know that by myself. So HBO Max, sorry. Sex Lives of College Girls.
Max.
It's not porn. It's fantastic. Oh, Erica says it's a good show. All right.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then also people are yelling at me about not showing the puppy and the duck that was on my screen yesterday. So I'll go ahead and show it. It's just the cutest thing ever. I mean, look.
Is that a real duck? Is that a real duck?
Yeah.
No.
Isn't that so cute? It's just their friends, you guys.
They're friends, and he carries the duck around. Oh my God. I cannot. That is
Aren't they so precious?
The sweetest thing. What?
I can't. I cannot.
Like that's too much. It's just too much.
Like that. Do you think that there's like other cultures in the world where they look at something like that and don't think it's cute? Is that a possibility?
I'm sure that there are other cultures in the world where they look at that and they want to eat it.
Oh my God.
They probably just go, oh, that's lunch. Yeah, I'm sure there are lots of other cultures. I'm sure. And then we're like, oh
my gosh.
Yeah. And gosh.
I just love that. All right. Speaking of precious animals, I would have not normally thought much of a crow, or a raven, or whatever this is, or maybe that's the same thing. Look at how smart they are.
Quote the raven nevermore. Look at him. So smart. I mean,
Amazing, you
he's
guys.
smarter than that judicial chick that we just watched that Joe Biden is appointing.
This is freaking amazing.
That is remarkable. Absolutely remarkable.
What? How?
He's like, no. There you go. Wow.
That's Corpy the Raven, you guys. Corpy the Raven.
Awesome. Look at him. Gosh, it's amazing.
That's amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Not so smart is this fellow.
Get your tongue off my door.
Get
it off my door.
I love him though.
Next.
Oh, I love him. Everybody needs a dog like that.
Get your tongue. Get it off my door. Next. Next.
Oh my gosh.
So great.
Okay. There's this little precious redhead. You can see him, right? Like, it's so precious.
Yes.
Listen, you're going to love this so much because he clearly is a fan of the Backstreet Boys. And I know you are as well.
Oh, yeah. They're back. All right.
They're back, you guys.
Uh-huh.
Listen to the earnestness with which this child sings the Backstreet Boys.
Okay. No. Someone go.
Go.
Everybody now. Rock your body now. Everybody now. Rock your body right. Backstreet now. Everybody now. Yeah. Rock your body now. Yeah. And everything gonna be got better. Rock your body now.
His brother is like, you need to calm yourself. Okay. Oh my God. That was awesome. That was awesome. That kid is going places.
Now, if you are a parent like I am, I don't have small children now, but if you're a parent who finds it difficult to stay up all the way until midnight on New Year's Eve or any other day, and I'm one of those people. The only reason I was up this New Year's is because the Georgia game was on, and that is it. I would have been in bed otherwise. So these parents have figured out a hack of how to get their kids to bed so that they don't have to stay up until midnight. Here is their hack.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year!
That is the greatest. Oh my gosh.
Because they don't know.
That works until they can actually tell time.
Right.
And then you're screwed.
But I mean, I thought that was pretty brilliant.
It's clever. It's very clever.
Ma Reezy, this chick who I follow, who I just love, and she's so beautiful to me. Like her smile is ridiculously gorgeous. So she's a comedian. She's talking about sharing a kiss, having a kiss with a guy in a backpack. And so I did not know that this was like a thing that is frowned upon, but apparently she's mortified by it and mortified by the experience and is going to tell you about it.
Okay, so you guys, the other day I accidentally kissed a man while he was wearing a backpack. Don't look at me.
First of all, he tricked me, okay? The moon was shining. I think something, the moon was doing something to the tides. I think Mercury was still in retrograde that day. He walked me home, right? We had a nice little time. This is somebody that I've been on a couple dates with. He lived in the neighborhood like a good neighbor. This man is there. So he leans in to kiss me and I put my arms around him and I feel something. I said, "Oh, are you wearing a backpack?" He was like, "Yeah, it's for my laptop." I was like, I turn away, tears in my eyes. I'm distraught. I'm like, "Yuck." He's like, he pulls me back. I land on him. I put my arms around him, but it feels like I'm kissing a Ninja Turtle because my hands are holding the back of the backpack.
A Ninja
That feels
Turtle.
wrong. So I put my hands on the side of the backpack, like I'm holding the backpack's hips. That also feels like I'm going straight to hell for doing that. So I was like, and then I smushed my hands between his lower back and the backpack. It feels like BDSM. The B stands for backpack. Anyway, the kiss was fine. You know, not too hard, not too soft, not too wet. Just a whisper of tongue. I give it an 8. But the backpack, I'm trapped. I was trying to get out of the kiss and I was. Anyway, send love and light and, you know, be positive, like my jacket say.
It is kind of weird.
I mean,
the backpack thing is really weird.
It's gonna have an impact, right?
It will have an impact. Yeah, especially with the first kiss. You probably don't want to have a backpack on.
Anyway, those are your talks for today.
Those are really good talks, Mock. Really, really good. Cash is not in here. He got really restless. He wanted to see his daddy. He was like, and then he was like moving too much, and I got him out of here. But you guys got a nice sunrise. See, nice sun.
It doesn't work for me. Wait.
I served it up for you. I served up a nice sunrise for you guys. I asked God to give you a nice sunrise. You know what I need is a baby in my cake.
You're going to get that baby. You're going to get that baby. It looks like this.
First try. Of course, Ron would get the baby in the first
Immediately.
try. Immediately. It's so typical, right?
Immediately.
Typical. You know what that is? Male privilege.
It's the patriarchy.
The patriarchy.
It's the patriarchy.
Mm-hmm.
Once again,
I'll work for 4 days. I'll work for 4 days and I won't see that baby. Yeah. All right, you guys, bring it in. Everybody bring it in. It's a moonrise. It is a moonrise, Joey. You're right. Oh my
it's a moonrise.
You guys have the best Thursday of your lives. Go out there and make it count. Make things happen today. And we will talk to you tomorrow.
Wait. No. We have presents.
Oh, crap.
For
We
people.
We do have presents
for people that want to stay for
God,
that. Oh
this
my
is like
God.
early Alzheimer's. Holy crap. You're right.
Yes,
okay. You guys stick around. I have a few things I want to show you. Okay. Everybody stick around if you're going to stick around. But the rest of you, if you don't want to like listen to presents, you can go. Okay.
You don't have to.
Yeah. But have a great Thursday. All right. I'm going to show you a few things. Hold on. Wait, I got to take my earphones out. 1 second.
Okay. We did find out who sent the amazing mug. And so that's exciting. So, and I know she's going to show that and then we can talk about who sent it.
All right. Okay. Now I think, hold on. Did I mess this up? So this is the one from, I think was it Mary? We decided it was Mary with the candle.
The candle.
Did we say it was Mary?
Still.
Was it Mary or Nancy or Nary? We couldn't figure out who it was. But remember, you got the pansy. I got a bluebonnet.
Peony. I got a peony.
That's right. The peony is the state flower of Indiana. I got a bluebonnet because bluebonnets are obviously the state flower of Texas. So isn't that cute? These are so neat. They're flat candles, you guys.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I don't know if you remember yesterday, I'm a complete moron because I can't see because I'm old. And so when I looked at the packaging really quickly, I was just like, oh, it's candy. And I was like, oh, it's like a wrapped, like I thought it was a chocolate bar or something. And I even said in the show yesterday, I was like, it's candies and it's not. And then I opened it and I was like, this is not candy. This is a candle.
It's a candle.
And I just can't read.
And it's just the coolest thing. It's like a flat candle. I've just never seen anything like it. It's really, really neat. Anyways, and then Brandy sent us the bumper sticker, which I will totally put on my car. And then I got a Christmas card, a late Christmas card from the Sanderson family. So thank you for my late Christmas card because I still am getting Christmas cards. And then I got this from Christine Noons, you guys. I have to show you this from Christine Noons.
So great. Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
The greatest? Isn't that the
great.
greatest? I'm going to wear that all the time. I'm going to wear it all the time. So that's it. That's what I have.
No, the mug. The mug you got.
Oh my God, the mug. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot. I'm so sorry. Robert. Is it Robert? Robert Taylor. Robert Taylor, the mug.
We found out who sent
we didn't know who it was from. And we have the mug. I'm only talking to my dog. Do I have this? I'm like not doing it right. Isn't that cute? It's so cute. I love it too. I love it so much. And we use mugs all the time to put our Bone Frog coffee in.
Most of the time, we use our Bone Frog mug.
Right. But sometimes it's dirty. Sometimes it's dirty, just like Mock's mouth. Right.
And really quickly, because I saw some people going, what's the deal with the baby? Because they missed the first part of the show. Grace sent us a king cake, which is the cake that has a hidden baby in it. And I got mine yesterday. And my husband found the baby in his first slice. And she still has not found the baby, even though she has devoured most of the cake. So that's what that baby is about.
Right. So I'm not bitter about it or anything. So anyways, that's happening. So I'm going to go try to find the baby again this morning for breakfast. Okay?
Breakfast baby.
It's guys, I'm on a quest. Everybody have the best day. Thank you for all those gifts. So lovely.
Yes.
We love you guys, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.